Hey guys, this is Dorcas. I am bringing you a tutorial that Sheila came up with. We had a little trouble with being able to upload her original video, so I went ahead and re-recorded it so we could have it out on time. But this is Sheila's project and Sheila's idea, and so let's go ahead and I'll show you what it is. These are mini file folders. So if you take a quick look, and these are actually all made with junk mail. So as you can see, I've gone ahead and inked them. These larger ones were postcards from the post office. I don't know what, I can't even remember what they were advertising, but these were in my junk mail. These are made out of just craft paper. I'm sorry, scrapbook paper. This is a 6x6 pad. And so these take a lot less work than these. These take a little bit more work. So these are nesting ones. I went ahead and I put a little bit of paper on the inside to decorate. I might even still add a little stamp, but they are inked, and I didn't finish decorating them out because I don't know what journal they might go into. But this one is another one. And so this one's also from a piece of mail from the post office. So I'm going to show you how to make one. I have this trifold flyer that I get from Barnes and Nobles every other month or something like that. And this is it. And I went ahead and I cut them. It was 4 of them. But I'm only going to use 3. And so these are the ones I'm going to use. And it turns out that this paper pad from Joann Fabrics, this was like $1.99 at Joann Fabrics, works perfect for this. And so I'm going to be using this in making the file folders. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to fold this in half. I'm going to fold this in half. There we go. So I think I want it like that. Oh, that's all going to get cut off. I just realized that. I'm going to put that on the inside once it gets cut off. So I'm just going to open this up. I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac. I'm going to sit down for a sec here. Okay, here's my Fabri-Tac. All right. So this is going to be the upside. And we're going to go ahead and cut across the top. Actually, I forgot. This is how Sheila did it. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do this one. I'm going to do 2 of them so you can see how to cut them so that they are nesting. As soon as we are able to get Sheila's video to work, we will upload it also, because she had a lot of excellent information in her video. Sheila has so much knowledge. I just could not get that video to load, and I tried for over 24 hours to work with it, and so I gave up and I re-recorded it, and let's see. Hold on. Let's go ahead. Lord, this takes forever to glue this page, a page this large. Okay. There we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. I figured out that with the Fabri-Tac, I don't know if you watched my other videos, how I'm always talking about glue. I'm always talking about glue. So with the Fabri-Tac, I've noticed that the eraser is a good thing for getting that glue off there. Nothing else works. So like a wet wipe doesn't work. A wet wipe works great if you're removing something like PVA glue, or if you're removing tacky glue. Wet wipes are amazing for removing that excess glue that squishes out when you glue something down. With the Fabri-Tac and the silicone based, what works is the eraser, and it does an excellent job. You just, you know, rub it along the edge, and boom, it's gone. And it takes off that weird sheen that it leaves. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to make the tab. And we're going to go ahead and cut. Oh, this is not the good cutting. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. And you angle up here. Around the corner. There we go. And we're going to do this side also. Let's see. I just want to make sure this is as even as possible. Let's get in here and do this really soft. Okay, there we go. So then all you do is you flip one over. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay. And here are your two folders with the tabs. I am actually going to go ahead and how did I want them? I think I want them like this. Okay, yes, I want them like this. Let's go ahead and then, so you take this one and you cut all the way across, nice and straight. Bam. Let's, okay, here we go. There we go. And then this one, is that the way I want it? Yes, that's exactly the way I want it. Sorry. Okay, here we go. So this is what we've got. So to cover the inside, first I'm gonna ink it because I'm going to glue down some paper. I have some tea dyed paper. I really don't coffee dye. I have some tea dyed paper here that's got a little bit of pink and sparkly and green. So I'm going to go ahead and crumple this up. If you have paper that you're wanting to crumple up, or it's music sheet and you're trying to tear it to make ruffles or to use it or anything like that, and you come across the paper being crispy and it tearing apart because it's an old piece of paper, what you can do is you can take a spray bottle and you can dampen it. And so when you dampen the paper, it puts a little moisture back in it, and then it's easy for you to work with it, and it will not tear on you and it will not break. So I'm going to be using this and my ink dauber. I like my colored inks, so I'm going to do this pink one, but I am also going to use the black one on top of the pink. Right, the black or the brown? Which one? Okay, here we go. There we go. Take that one off, and let's put this one on. Is it this one? Okay, yeah, it's this one. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to go in with this one. It's a reddish, orangey, pinkish color. And I'm actually going to go ahead also and do a little more on the inside here and do this, because when I put my piece of paper that I'm going to put down, I'm going to tear my paper so that it looks like my paper is torn and ragged, like I did with the other ones. So bear with me. Here, let's just, I'm sure you know how to ink your stuff and you don't need inking instructions. I just have to ink it now so I can make this. Okay. Okay. All right, there we go. So this will give this background some dimension and some color. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this and go ahead and bring this down. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oops, here we go. There we go. Okay. Tearing it like this will ensure that I have as much as I need to cover it. But when I turn it around now, there's parts here that I don't really need covered. Like, look, I definitely need that Barnes & Noble's part covered. But look, I don't need all of that covered. So I'm going to just hold this here. And I'm going to go down. There we go. We're going to go here. There we go. I'm just going to tear this. Tear this down. I have that little postage area. Okay, there we go. So this looks weird, but it will be fine. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this and ink it. And I'm even going to use a little bit of this spritz. This is one of the alcohol inks that we made. This is actually a brown one. And I'm going to just spritz it a little. And then I'm going to ink the edges. What the heck did I do with it? Ink dauber. Y'all, it was here a second ago. There we go. Okay. So, let's go ahead and I like this brown one. There we go. Because it's a little damp from the spritz, I'm going to go ahead and do it here on the table. I don't want it to tear. And it kind of really needed the spritz because this paper was kind of crispy from having been in the oven. I don't know if that makes any sense, but as you dye your paper and stuff, you'll see what I mean. Okay. I hardly ever use coffee to dye my paper. I love my coffee and I'm not willing to waste it that way. But I usually do have a lot of tea because we're definite teetotalers in this house. And because I have so much tea all the time because I make iced tea from scratch. And so I'm willing to tea dye things. I usually buy for my iced tea like either the Louisianas or the Liptons, so it's not even fancy or expensive tea. I'm just going to go ahead and give this little extra dimension here on the creases. I want the creases to show. There we go. There we go. Okay. I think that looks very cool. I'm kind of excited about it. And I'm just going to glue it down here. And then we're going to go ahead around the edges and we're going to ink it with this one. I was going to ink with black, but I really like that color best. And yeah, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that I get all the edges very well glued. Always make sure that when you're gluing anything down that you get those edges well glued down. because that's what will keep your project intact. So there we go. Oops, let's take that out of the way. Okay. There we go. Hold on. Give me a second. There we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay. So, if you take a, got that there. There we go. Okay. We're going to go ahead and clean up the glue. Take off that glue off the edges to make sure it stays nice and clean. And there we go. Let's take that. Here we go. Okay, there we go. So we're going to go ahead and ink this now. I inked it with the pink at first to give it that dimension that I wanted. And I'm going to very lightly go through and ink it with this. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and trim this and cut this down. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and... Okay. 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 There we go. Okay, so this is my inside. I'm probably going to stamp something here. Okay, and then let's go ahead and ink the outside. There we go. Let's go ahead and put this. There we go. Okay. So I am going to go ahead. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ink this over here just a little. Just a little bit. There we go. There we go. There we go. And where's my pink one? Oh, the pink one was on the other thing that I lost, wasn't it? Oh, wait. Let's just use this red one. Okay. So, there we go. I just want to tone down a little bit of this white because it's very, very white. And so I want to tone it down. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. There we go. Just ink this edges. Let's ink the bottom. And down here. Okay. So here is one of our altered file, one of our mini file folders. Here's a second one. And I have this one so that I can make a third one to go in the middle. Okay. So I hope this was informational. Keep an eye out for that video from Sheila. We're going to try to get it going and get it posted for you guys. I hope to see what you come up with. These are so cute. You can clip these in your book. Some of the ones that I had made, I even made a little card to go inside them. Like these ones, I made this card to go in. And so you could have the card inside. It goes in this one, actually. Yeah, it goes in this one. You have the inside, which is all cute. And then you also have the little journal card, as well as your spot to write in. You can decorate these on the outside however you like. You can add photos, lace, tickets, anything you want. Sky is the limit. I can't wait to see what you come up with. I hope you guys enjoy these. Bye!